Last month, the Ace family announced their next event, the Ace Fest. Over the past few weeks, we have covered all the shady things people have found out about the Ace Fest, from not disclosing the location to faking a sold-out event. If this is any indication of what's to come, I think Austin and Catherine are gonna be in big trouble. So much more has come out about the Ace Fest just in the past week alone, and it's a mess, so let's get into it. When Austin and Catherine first announced the Ace Fest, they played a trailer showing what their fans could expect from the event. The weird thing was, they've never done an event like this before. They've never had an event with rides or games, yet the footage made it seem like they had. If I watched that footage for the first time, not knowing anything about the Ace family, I would think they've done a fair before and actually managed to pull it off. Especially because Catherine said this after showing the video.
Alright, so now that you guys saw what we have in the store, are you guys not excited that we have the funnest festival coming? Oh my god.
What do you guys think? Be honest.
I thought, okay, maybe they planned ahead, they already hired the company to do the rides and the games, and this was maybe just the company's footage of their past events. But no, that would make way too much sense. It turns out, this footage was actually stolen. The original footage is actually by a couple named Jay and Mac. Jay and Mac are husband and wife, and they run their own wedding videography company. They have a YouTube channel where 4 years ago now, they posted a video titled The San Diego Fair, a cinematic short, also known as what Austin and Catherine are trying to pass off as the Ace Fest. Here's both videos side by side, and you can clearly see it's a direct copy. No editing changes were made. They literally took their video and called it the Ace Fest. The funny thing about this is that footage is from the San Diego Fair, a massive fair that sometimes sees an attendance of over 1 million people. The fact that Austin and Catherine are taking footage from this massive production and making people think that their small event is going to be anything like that is false advertisement. It's not only dishonest in terms of stealing footage, but it's dishonest in the expectations that their fans are gonna have. Someone actually messaged Jay and Mac and told them about the footage being stolen, and they're apparently seeking legal action. They said, "Hey, thanks so much. That is so frustrating. We definitely are looking to pursue legal action since it was used commercially." A few people have commented under their video on YouTube telling them about the Ace family video, and they said they're looking into all their options and they've already started the process of copyright striking them. Hopefully they end up getting some money out of this, because this is stealing, and the fact that it was used commercially could result in a huge lawsuit. Moving on, we have to talk about the location for the Ace Fest. As we now know, the event is going to be held at the AV Fair and Event Center in Lancaster. Now, originally, Austin said it was going to be held in Palmdale, so I don't know why he said that. Maybe they had a venue in mind in Palmdale that fell through, or maybe he's just confused. It turns out the AV Fair and Event Center is actually a really good looking venue. They host tons of popular events, and it has the potential to be really well done. Well, Austin and Catherine don't even have the entire grounds to themselves. On the same day of the Ace Fest, you know, the event they said was going to have over 20,000 people and use the footage from a fair that sees millions of people, a second event is taking place. The Antelope Valley Summer of Soul Festival is set to take place on July 9th at the AV Fair and Event Center at pretty much the exact same time. The Soul Festival will run from 10:30 to 7, and the Ace Fest is running from 12 to 10. Here's the funny thing. The event sounds almost identical to the Ace Fest, but for a fraction of the price. The Soul Festival says, Saturday, July 9th, 2022 will be the Antelope Valley Summer of Soul Festival at the AV Fairgrounds. Come bring the family for a day of fun. There will be a magic show and game truck for the kids, comedy and car show for the adults, vendors of all kinds, and a variety of food trucks for the family. Come check out the art from local artists. For the older crowd, let's bring back those classic hits from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And get this, general admission is only $15 to $20 at the door, $5 for parking, or $10 right now online. The only difference between the two events is that the Ace Fest is apparently going to have rides, but I mean, come on. How many rides can they really fit into this venue when they're already sharing the space? Can you guys imagine all the kids in line with their parents in the hot sun waiting to meet the Ace family, and then they look over and see all these kids having fun for $10 and they all paid $100 each? A part of me really wants to be like, they deserve it. Everyone knows what you get with the Ace family. But at the same time, the people buying these tickets are kids. Well, kids' parents. That's why the Ace family is so successful and gets away with so much. Their audience is kids, they don't know better, they don't know to look up all the drama videos and watch everything going on and actually know that it's wrong. That's a huge reason why the Ace family is constantly in the news. They do really messed up things and then they get away with it because their audience is too young to really know better. When this information came out, Madcaster actually called the AV Fair and Event Center to try and find out a little bit more information about the two events, and they confirm the space is shared.
You do show that something is being booked.
Yeah, and I know that this art festival is just going to go into that with them.
Okay, so they're like sharing the space?
Yeah.
I really want to know how Austin and Catherine are planning on recreating the fair from the stolen footage they used in a shared space with two events taking place. I think anyone who bought a ticket will be lucky to maybe have a small Ferris wheel and some spinning teacups. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that the two fairs are going to be joined and that the Soul Fest will be mixed with the Ace Fest. But I really don't think that's going to be the plan. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at this point, but I feel like there will be some kind of separation. They'll probably have each event gated with separate entrances and separate parking. Hopefully. I mean, this is the Ace family, and at this point, anything seems possible. But after hearing all of this, if the Ace Fest still sounds like something you might be interested in, then you're in luck. Even though Austin and Catherine claim the event sold out, they're magically putting tickets back on sale. In this week's video, Austin said tickets are going back on sale on May 7th, and they're now going to be selling individual tickets.
We are putting the tickets back on sale, including the individual tickets. We talked about this in the last video. We're officially doing it now.
Yes.
Tickets are going on sale on the 7th?
Yes, May 7th.
May 7th.
Yeah, so it's
couple
next
weeks.
Saturday.
Couple weeks before Austin's birthday.
Yes.
Funny how a sold out event can somehow all of a sudden fit more people. Sold out normally means sold out, not let's add more tickets. As you guys know, this event has been described as Disneyland meets Coachella. Well, not anymore. I think Austin and Catherine realized how big of an expectation that is, so once their tickets sold out, they actually removed that from their website. Like I said before, it's gonna be more local carnival meets small town. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.